going, everybody? Welcome to the secret variant. Your orders are due 5/31/21, and I wanted to make sure you all got a good look at this Jenny Frisian variant for Silk number 4. So that's the reason why I made it the icon. So don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure you leave me a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also click that notification bell. Make sure you are notified for when I do go live, because we're doing big things over here on this channel as well as other places, and I appreciate everybody who follows me on multiple places. You can find me IG, Facebook, Twitter, and giving me a follow is going to be the best way that you can stay fully informed on what it is to be a possible winner of the Ultrabox. And what is the Ultrabox? Well, right now it is this group of slabs and all the books that are in between it, with a fat stack of some first appearances, some second print variants, some other variant covers, and some other good stuff. But this is the secret variant, everybody, and if this is your first time joining us live in the secret variant, this is your FOC review right at the end of the cutoff, with the exception of DC. So all your orders are due 5/30/1, which is tomorrow, Memorial Day, if you are in the USA. So spoilers are going to be ahead. Make sure, of course, if you aren't keen on being spoiled, well, then you probably want to turn it down a minute. And Thunder and Joe's Dueling, what's up? Guys, thanks for joining in the live chat. Good to see you guys tuning in live. So let's get this thing kicked off. First publisher up this week on final orders that are due tomorrow is Ablaze. And Ablaze is giving us Maria Lovett's Eros Psyche number 4. And there is your cover A. There is your cover B by Maria Lovett herself. There is your cover C. And then here is your cover D. Now this is a DC Comics swipe, so it's no longer a movie swipe. So the first 3 they did were Harry Potter, Pulp Fiction, and then The Breakfast Club. So shout out to Maria Lovett for this. This is just good stuff. And from what I understand, the book is a little bit intense on the inside, but well, with covers such as these, if you were expecting it to not be in that intensity, what were you thinking? However, all right, so next up we've got, oh, look at that. There's your 20 copy incentive. And then your 30 copy incentive, which is basically the DC cover swipe without the trade dressings. It's not bad, right? Not bad, not bad. So, yeah, let's move it to what we got here. There we go. Thunder and everybody. What's up? Good to see you guys again in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so Aftershock giving us some shattering expectations is your Bequest number 4. Nuclear Family number 5, and then Phantom on the Scan number 3. Archie Comics drop in Archie 80th Anniversary Jumbo Comics Digest number 3, and it says Collector's Edition on it, so you know what that means, right? That's totally what that is. And Betty and Veronica, Friends Forever, of course. Summer fun, and it's only $2.99. So remember that, it's only $2.99, everybody. Artists, writers, and artisans got the goods with Chariot. So apparently the Chariot is an old utility that it's a cool concept. I will give them that. Good, Thunder. I'm glad I'm getting you your Thunder FOC reminder, because my man, we got some goods in this one. So the Chariot with the Jeff DeCall covers, there's people talking about Jeff DeCall that never talked about him before, that are acting like they've been following him for years. Well, those people make me laugh. But shout out to Gary Nusser, the Comic Despective, who has been one of those people who has honestly been on the Jeff DeCall train for a while, and he's always been kind of at the forefront of a lot of interesting new trends. But nonetheless, Oni Press, and it's honestly it's a small FOC. Yeah, you know, if you're looking at a bunch of indies, you got a ton of them there, Joe's Dueling. You're gonna have to make some tough choices eventually. But Jana and the Unpossible Monsters #4. There is your cover A by Samney, and then we've got your cover B by Canon, and that's gonna be it for Oni Press. And we're already in the Scout Comics, but as you know, the previous FOC report that I did last week had 2 FOCs for DC and for Scout, and both of those were 527. So go check the previous video to see what was on 527's FOC, because this is all done through Lunar now. So that's going to definitely change up the game a little bit. By the Horns #3, and honestly, we've only got 2 books. So we got By the Horns #3, and then By the Horns #3 is the unlockable, which is basically your 1 in 10 incentive. So good luck to you guys chasing that one. By the Horns. Titan Comics is giving us Extraordinary #1, and there's your cover A. Here is your cover B. There is your cover C, and then here's your cover D. And apparently there was a 0 to this one. And shout out to Sith Lordly from the Spine Ticks, because he is the one who was discussing how there is actually a 0 to this one that was kind of forgotten about already. And then here's your cover E, which is your FOC variant. So that's going to change a little bit of the game there. Let's see. Well, look, see, there you go. See, I just need to be more discerning. Shows like this and other Flip Side Fam shows help. Look, your dollar is going to, let's just be honest, without having to ruffle either side's political feathers. Your dollar is probably going to get to buy less, which means you need to buy more with your dollar. Shadow Man #3, cover A. Here is your Davis Hunt artwork. This is your cover A for him. So Matches Malone in the house. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. Here is the Shadow Man cover A, and then the cover B. And you guys aren't going to believe this. Like, this is amazing, right? H&H Comics in the house too. Shadow Man #3 has a cover B by Kirkman. I'm sorry, Kirkham. That's Tyler Kirkham, not Kirkman. Cover C is your Henderson, right? And then your pre-order bundled variant is actually shown. So your pre-order bundled edition #3, here's your pre-order bundled one. If you pre-ordered it, congratulations, and you probably got yourself a from what I'm understanding is all those pre-ordered books the bundled books are just super, super low count. There's not a bunch of people who are actually playing the pre-order game with Valiant books, but people still want them on the shelf, which is funny. No, Kirkman is not doing covers. That was me having a little slight dyslexia moment there. But nonetheless, Blue Flame. And, I'm pretty sure I have a guy blocked who's using that name. But anyway, Blue Flame #2, here's your cover A, and here is your cover B. Yoshitani. Giga #4. And I think this thing took a little bit of a break. I think the first cover arc, the first story arc was actually into the first 3 issues, and then this is the next story arc. Because this is a very interesting concept. Basically, everybody lives in the shadow of large mechs. Shadow Service #9, your cover A. And everybody's into drawing skeletons now. Like, skeleton covers are a big thing, right? And then, of course, she's got your heart. But she cut it out like Livewire did to Robin and Robin #1. Shadow Service #9, though, there's your cover B by Isaacs. And Wasted Space #21, there's your cover A by Sherman. Boom Studios. So we're already into the premier publishers, guys, and I'm not kidding. This is a shorter FOC than normal. So your dollar will hopefully go further. Let's see here. Joe's asking about the we promised. If you promised me Darkness Later Prince. You never know, man. And then Sith Lordly in the house. Thanks for joining, Sir Sith Lordly of the Spine Ticks. And Firefly #30, here is your cover A. And then here is your cover B by Forbes. And then continuing on is your cover C, which is your 10 copy of the cover A. And then your Virgin incentive for your 25 copy. Not too shabby. That doesn't even look like, that looks like just, you know, some girl wearing a sundress at the mall. I live in Florida, so gunshine is kind of a thing. And let's see here. Many Deaths of Layla Starr is going to give us a second print for issue number 2. And then Power Rangers cover A. Power Rangers cover B. Oh, what the hell? I don't know what the hell that cover art's doing there. Okay, I know what that cover art's doing. Okay. So they always get me on this one. So what's up, Empire Comics and Thunder, Dwayne Scott? Thanks for joining us in the live chat this evening. So they always like to screw me up with this B cover and it having their Legacy 71 number on it. Because it's actually Power Rangers number 8. And then here is Power Rangers number 8's cover C, which is your blank sketch variant. Here is your 10 copy incentive. Here is your 15 copy incentive, which does kind of look cool. And then 25 copy incentive by Montez, and your 50 copy, of course, is your virginized version of that one. And good stuff, I think, for you Power Rangers chasers. Proctor Valley Road, number 3, second printing. Variant. Basically just a black and white variant of the other Proctor Valley cover. Dark Horse giving us a couple of good books. Shout out to the guys on Spine Ticks because they were talking deep about the Black Hammer universe, and I myself sold Black Hammer 1 and the variant cover and the A cover, you know, both the covers basically way too early, and I sold them for basically I think like $20. So somebody made out like a bandit like off of me like a long time ago. It happens, you know. Sometimes you just get rid of a book just because, you know, it no longer brings you joy, and maybe it brings somebody else joy. And if it brings that person joy and money, you know, it sometimes happens. But Black Hammer Reborn is going to deliver on more of the Jeff Lemire universe Black Hammer stuff, and I know some of you guys are really happy to see this stuff. So, alright, so Imogen of Wording Way, cover A. And there's your cover B. And then Lady Baltimore Witch Queens number 4 of a 5-issue miniseries is going to round it out for the Dark Horse titles. And again, got a lot of talk in the chat, you know, order 2 direct from Behemoth. Yeah, if you're ordering direct from Behemoth, it's actually a better way to get a hold of them. But as far as sales totals on those go, man, and what they're printing them out to be, I don't think there's any. I haven't seen anything personally that tells me how many of those were. But maybe somebody else in the live chat can clue in on that one. And good luck to finding out that data. Sometimes, you know, some people think it's a bad idea to release print runs. It's an actual total print in. But, you know, it is what it is. Red Sonja, however, is giving us number 28, cover A by Jay Lee. And your cover B by Linsner. Pretty good stuff. Nice reflective work, too. Your cover C by Federici. And, oh my God, it's Federici with color, everybody. Can you believe it? It's like, you know, chicken with spices. And then D cover Miracolo. And E cover. Oh man, this thing could probably get you zucked places. So be careful if you're sharing this one. But that's your cosplay variant. And then your limited virgin cover of the cover A by Jay Lee. Then your limited Linsner virgin, and then your limited Linsner tint virgin, because of course she's not on Mars, so you can't call it the Martian red one. And then Red Sonja number 28. It's got a 10 copy. Virgin incentive. Oh look, it's a cosplay Virgin FOC incentive, and that was an 11 copy. And then here's your 15 copy Federici Virgin incentive for all you Federici art chasers. Your 28 copy Linsner black and white incentive. your black and white Virgin FOC incentive, which was your 21 copy, and then your 25 copy black and white Federici. Wifey gets mad when I get these covers. Hey man, I can understand. You know, sometimes sometimes that's exactly why they make these, is because they know that you can't go to the store and buy those other magazines, but you can buy comic books. But you know, Red Sonja number 28, 30 copy incentive by Jay Lee, which is his black and white line work. Now this one was listed as being released on the same day, so I wanted to make sure I included it. But Sacred 6 number 10, Stephanie Rue limited Virgin cover. So interesting to see. Vengeance of Vampirilla number 19, cover A by Perillo, and then we've got cover B by Ben Oliver, who always does fantastic work. Vengeance of Vampirilla number 19, cover C. And then here is your cover D, which is your cosplay. And then we've got your bonus, FOC variant bonus, by Maria, Sta Maria. And then the Oliver limited Virgin cover, which looks amazing. And then the Perillo limited Virgin cover as well. And then we got the 10 copy. Oh, here we go. Your 11 copy FOC. Your 15 copy black and white Virgin FOC. Your 20 copy cosplay Virgin incentive. And your 25 copy Perillo tinted Virgin FOC. 30 copy Oliver black and white incentive. And then he's also got a 40 copy of the blue tint variety with trade dress, and that's going to round it out. But there's another 7 copy Maria black and white Virgin FOC incentive, which is going to round out all of the Dynamite. So we're already on the IDW. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to share the video to anybody that you know of that needs to get their FOC game together for tomorrow. If you got that guy who's always missing out books on your crew, and when you're talking about stuff, be like, yo man, how did you miss that book? It was clearly on FOC. I know they released the artwork at like 3 p.m. on Sunday, but still, you know, people like my man Ultra got that video where he drops. So make sure you're sharing it to that guy, because he's going to want that Sonic the Hedgehog 30th anniversary spec cover B. Special, not spec. See? No Neo. Oh my god. Trying to pronounce that name is going to kill me. Neophotis. Okay. Cover B. Star Trek Debt of Honor Facsimile Edition. Chris Claremont, Adam Hughes. Say no more. I mean, really, do you need to know more than that? I mean, look at this Adam Hughes artwork. If that is Adam Hughes' artwork on the cover, that's amazing. No, color art by Tom McCraw. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. That's going to be interesting. I should probably have looked at it a little bit closer before I went live. However, celebrating Memorial Day weekend today. I had some company over earlier, so I really ran short on production time tonight. But nonetheless, I am here sacrificing sleep and other rest for you. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in live. So, Star Wars Adventures number 5 of the 2020 series. And here's your cover A by Francavilla. And then here is your cover B. And then your cover C, which is your 10 copy incentive, is just your black and white. Oh! Ooh! Oh, speaking of staying up late, not getting any sleep, you driven in the house. What's up, buddy? I stayed up way too late last night, like normal. And we talked about this one on Spontex FOC, and shout out to Phil at Comics Talk Weekly. They're reusing the cover art from issue number 1 for number 2 Solicit. I don't know why that is, but that usually means something's up. Maybe something good will show up there. You never know. And then we got TMNT's ongoing number 118. There's your cover A. And then here's your cover B. And then here is your 10 copy incentive. Oh, yeah, that's right. Your cover B is your Eastman, and your 10 copy incentive they actually don't have the artwork for. So, yeah, you know, Joe, I'm with you on that one too, man. It's like a gift and a curse, you know. Transformers number 31 giving us the cover A, and then your cover B by Chris Panda. And good job on that one, buddy. And then there is your cover C, which is your 10 copy incentive by Winston Chan. Transformers Beast Wars number 5. There's your cover A by Josh Burcham. Your cover B. And then your 10 copy incentive by Alex Milne. And I gotta say, Alex Milne is by far my favorite Transformers artist. And seeing him do a very good couple of Beast Wars right here. Dude, that Rat Trap is good. Okay, I really got to compliment him on his Rat Trap. I think that's a really good rendition. So if my Transformers fans are watching this one, y'all know Transformers Third Eye. Image Comics Ascender number 16. Wookiee Fodder in the house. What's up, man? Bitterroot number 14. And of course, if you guys didn't check out the Bitterroot art contest from It's Drunken Chat on IG, you need to go check that shit out right now, because oh my god. And I gotta say, you guys, all the participants crushed it, really. You know, just wow. There's so much good art that came out of that one. But here's your cover B, and the Juneteenth variant by Sanford Green. Homesick Pilots got your cover A, and then the cover B by Tula Lote. And Mel knows, Mel and I know about Tula. Jules Verne's Lighthouse, number 3 of 5. There's your cover A, Haberman and Van Dyke. And then Jules Verne's Lighthouse, number 3, cover B. There's your cover C, and it looks to be a black and white incentive, but of course, as you guys know, some of this cover art may change. Philadelphia, number 14. There's your cover A, and then here's your cover B. Manifest Destiny, number 44. There's your cover B. Telekinetic Age in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Old Guard Tales Through Time, number 3. And again, this one says it's written by Bendis. So, are they? Interesting, right? Cover B. There's your cover C. All right. Radiant Black number 3 is getting a 3rd print, and then of course with that 3rd print they're going to drop a 10 copy incentive variant for you guys. Very interesting, right? Sea of Stars number 10, and then Shadecraft is going to give you a number 3 2nd print. There's like the design variant background stuff to it. And then Shadecraft number 4 got a cover A, and then cover B. And then Jeff Scott Campbell has given us multiple covers on this Spawn's universe. So get ready, because here's your She-Spawn cover A. Here is your cover B. Here is your cover C. But wait, there's another one. What's up, Big Remo? Good to see you, man. And then the cover D is, the artwork isn't listed for it yet, so that means it's probably going to be very interesting to see. And I don't know if it's going to be an incentive or not, but it probably is going to be spoilerific. So Spawn, Wookiee Fodder, man, thank you, man. That was actually a spec matrix that I didn't have to buy any books, because most of them that I want were out of my price range, and the other ones, I've been picking up those Marvel tales for a while. So if you check out some of my pickup videos, man, you probably do a little bit better than some of the spec matrices. But I appreciate you tuning into Drunken Chat too, man. And I appreciate all you guys, supporting me on all the places that I make appearances on. And of course, if y'all got a channel and you're below that 1,000 subscriber algorithm, activation. Drop your name in that chat, man. Let's all support everybody in the comic book community. Let's get everybody to activating their super chats and getting some members only content and all sorts of other stuff activated for them. So Brett Booth, as you guys know, Brett Booth and McFarlane working together on a cover, that's insanity for me. So I think this is pretty wicked. And then you got the Redeemer spawn, you've got Jessica Priest, she spawn, you've got the medieval spawn, you've got all this stuff going on here. So interesting cover for sure. And then of course your McFarlane, your cover F cover, it's just wild stuff too. And then your 50 copy incentive is going to be by Brett Booth. All right. Stray Dogs #1 getting a 3rd print. And I want to give a shout out to the LCS who I dropped into. And they put Stray Dogs acetate covers back on the shelf. I'm like, all right, I'll buy one of these. Stray Dogs #4 2nd print. And then we've got Stray Dogs #5. And Stray Dogs #5 dropping a horror movie variant. And I know some of you guys are completionists. So before I move on here, I got to give a shout out to Bird City Comics, who's got a Stray Dogs #5 that dropped, and I think it's sold out. Like, I think Bird City's been making hits. Like, you guys know I'm not a huge store variant chaser. And I know the girl, Laura from Comic Book Women and Anthony, that's who Bird City is. They work really, really hard on trying to give artistic content that we all love. Now, they got the hip hop variant with the Eminem swipe and stuff like that, and I missed out on that stuff. So you can't always win them all. But for you the movie poster collectors for these Stray Dogs with these later prints and the store variants and stuff like that, I wish you luck. But the Stray Dogs, it really is one of those properties that I think has got a lot of potential. So, yeah, 2nd print all the way through at least, and some of those other prints too. But Summoner's War, here's your Legacy #3 issue, and then it didn't appear to have a variant cover. Undiscovered Country #13 and cover A, and then your cover B. Yeah, so for you guys who know the horror covers, they did one, Bird City's variant was from it. So, vinyl #1, cover A, and shout out to Wanda Comics from Joe's Dueling. Get himself the first nice House on the Lake store variant. And then we were supposed to be debuting a cover for Wanted, but we will be doing so this coming week on Drunken Chat. So make sure you all tune in Friday night / Saturday morning for that one. And then here is your B cover for vinyl. So check this out. A cover, B cover. So interesting to see what's going on with vinyl there. And then what we got next? Okay, so DC, of course, as you guys know, they do things a little bit different. So it says final orders are due 6/9. Would that be right? It may be 6/6. I may have botched this one up, but let me double check this here real quick. Is it 6/9 that DC's orders are due? Because I want to give correct information here to y'all. I don't like inaccuracies and retractions and stuff like that. Having to retract data. In our distribution view, yeah, 6/6. So let's do this for a second here. I'm gonna fix this because I want my stuff to look right. So we're gonna take a pause for a minute. You all crank the chat. Eric Hurd in the house. Happy Memorial Day weekend to you too, sir. Let's celebrate the sacrifice of those who gave us our freedoms and not take our freedoms for granted. And of course, let's see here. Man, we are deep into this presentation, aren't we? Aren't we? Where's DC? Where are you, DC? And DC actually doesn't even have that big of a week either. So 6/6. There we go. All right, I got that stuff corrected. So yeah, man, fixed it. So let's get back to it. There we go. All right, so final orders due again 6/6 of 2021, which will put you at next Sunday. And then there's a couple of these that they haven't actually shown the cover art for, so I added in some slides. And of course, you got to keep an eye on DC and have your LCS keep tabs and maybe notify you by Saturday of what they add on. If you don't follow Spine Ticks, where I've been trying to drop this info, maybe you should follow me. Just saying. Action Comics #1, of course, giving us both cover A and cover B. Here's your cardstock variant for that one. And we got Batman, Catwoman #6 of a 12-issue series. Here's your cover A by Clay Mann, written by Tom King, of course, and that is Phantasm. Here is your cover C by Travis Charest. Catwoman 2021 Annual #1. And then we've got the cover B by Liam Sharp, cardstock variant. Interesting take on her armpits. It's like open air, open pit. Flash 2021 Annual, cover A by Brandon Peterson. And then it said cover A, but it did not show a cover B, so I'm taking a guess that there's going to be one. And then the last book that DC offered on final order cutoff this coming Sunday, 6/6, Teen Titans Academy #2021 yearbook. #1, cover A. So I can only assume that there was a cover B for that one. Make sure you are putting yourselves down for those. Still very heavily on the Red X story. They have not revealed who Red X is, so we still have a little bit of mystery to go off of. All right, everybody, we're into Marvel, and that means we're in the final section of our programming this evening. So I do want to give a shout out to everybody who attended in the live chat. Amazing Spider-Man #69. Yeah. And then here is an actual decent Spider-Man villains variant by Perel. Digging it. Old OG Electro, not the female Electro. And then here we have Captain Marvel #29. And I'm still not quite understanding is Karl, the Sorceress Supreme. Interesting. And then here we have Spider-Man and the Sinister Villains of Spider-Man variant for Captain Marvel #29. Yeah, it's the Vulture. Fantastic Four Life Story #2. And it does not show an incentive variant, but it does show this 70s variant cover. Should be open order. And I don't know. We'll see how popular it is. Gamma Flight of a 5-issue miniseries is dropping issue #1. So here is your cover A. And I believe that is Titania and Absorbing Man. Shout out to Gary Nusser. He knows who the girl is. And Puck, as well as Rick Jones back there. So Gamma-fied Rick Jones. So interesting stuff. Oh, look at this one. Here's your Stormbreakers variant. And then your connecting variant cover, which should be interesting to see. What is it connecting with? Where the Wild Things Are. I think this is a very interesting variant. And then here is your Weaver, your Dustin Weaver variant. I believe this is your 1 in 25 incentive. So get your name down for your incentive ratios. We're on the Guardians of the Galaxy, and here's your #15. Here is your Jimenez Pride Month variant, which is your open order variant of that version. Here is your Liefeld Deadpool 30th anniversary. Deadpool riding on the Surfer's board. And then we've got your Spider-Man Villains variant cover on Guardians of the Galaxy. But at least it's got one of the Guardians. You know, I think Marvel finally got the hint that if you aren't going to at least put the characters that are in the book on the cover, you're probably not going to sell that cover to people like me who won't buy a Star-Lord cover that doesn't allow him to, be on the cover of his own book. Like, if it was Spider-Man versus this villain, it would obviously be better, but that should be on a Spider-Man book, right? But they don't do these things. But anyway, here is your 50 copy incentive of Guardians of the Galaxy number 15, which, like I said, is a swipe of the open order variant, but it just doesn't have the comic book background, and of course it's virginized with the trade dress on the back cover. Heroes Return, and check out the beard on Cap. And then we got the Phoenix looking like it's swooping in with Blade. And is it me, or does it look like somebody else is possessing the Phoenix Force in this one? And I know that we see Black Panther right there, but there's a cover here that's going to weird some of you guys out. Heroes Return number 1 with the Bagley Connecting trading card variant. And then this right here, Heroes Return, Ronin T'Challa. That's wild stuff, right? And then, yeah, not a bad cover. Patrick Gleason, you're the guy who's normally drawing the silly web covers, who also did a pretty sick Wolverine Omega Red variant, but I don't know if you all know about that. That's what that was. And then Marvel's Voices, here's your Pride number 1. And there is your Anka variant, which has the Runaways on it. And then a lot of other people. The Capelli variant. And then here is yet another variant. And then your America Chavez variant. Now, I thought there would be a 50 copy incentive of this, but it doesn't appear to be. And if there is a 50 copy incentive of these two, they aren't on the Diamond list where I could find them from Diamond Distribution. So if you are after the Hulkling variant here that you're looking at on screen, and you're after this one here from America Chavez, if they do offer a virginized variant, you're going to want to ask your LCS to put you down for them. But you're going to check with them tomorrow on that one. So that's at least news I can offer you guys. Try to make sure you got what you need. And then here is your Karma variant. And then here is your North Star variant, Jeffrey Ferretti. Reptile number 2 of the 4-issue miniseries. And here is your Roberto Ramos variant. And then your Balan Design variant. All right, everybody. You buckled up? Y'all strapped in? Y'all doing good? I want to say, well, things is the cover. Yes, absolutely. Entropy in Comics. Thank you for that. So, you guys know, I generally don't select a hot book. I just select good art for the icon that I use for, the YouTube icon and stuff like that when I put out the show. So right here is your Silk number 4 of 5, right? And this is your A cover. Here's your Spider-Man Villains variant, which this one works out really, really well with Silk. I think that's kind of funny. Oh boy! So Sith Lordly, I know, is one of my friends who's a Jenny Frisian chaser, and then the other thousands of you guys who love Jenny Frisian's artwork, who's going to be chasing after this one. It's an incentive, so 1 in 25. Good luck, because I'm going to try to put my name down for it tomorrow too, but I don't know if I'm going to get it. But look, Geek Driven saying I need this cover, and you know what? Now is the time. FOC, get your name down for it on FOC. Hit up Lucas on the pull box. Do whatever you need to do to not overpay for this cover, because I guarantee you, this is a 1 in 25 that I know my LCS is going to be like, oh, bro, it's going to be $49.99. They're gonna tax me at double ratio, but then I'm going to get double stamps, and I can use a discount and all that kind of stuff. So I'll get out the door just right, and if it's a 9-8 candidate, I'll take it. And if I don't take it, they're okay with it, and they will give it to somebody else because they know I'm a snob. So good luck to you guys on that one. I think that one's probably going to be the cover of the week. What's it? 125 are going for ratio. So I don't know. I don't know if other people are aware of the artwork yet. So if you have the ability to go and pre-order it right now, do so. So secure your order, everybody. Secure your order. So here's your Star Wars Darth Vader number 13. Oh, and we need a second. The machine decided it wanted to auto-save the file. There we go. So here's your Sprouse Lucasfilm 50th anniversary variant. And then there is your War of the Bounty Hunters cover A. So Vader versus an IG unit, huh? Interesting. Sword, there's your cover A from the Hellfire Gala. Oh, and take a closer look at this real quick. So, if you see that, it looks like we've got the Warwolves and the Brood in that cube, looking at Sword and Abigail and the team here. And Kid Cable is apparently missing from there because, of course, he's going through some changes from what we're finding out. Sword number 6 has got a Daughterman connecting variant. And then Sword number 6, Valerio Schiti's variant. And he's a fine Italian artist. Actually, I loved his artwork when he was working on the run of Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's doing the interiors. He actually drew the Planet of the Symbiotes, the Clintar, and that whole reorganization of the Venom suit when Flash Thompson had it. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Sword number 6, however, has got this character design variant. It's got Frenzy, Manifold, Cora, WizKid, and Magneto in the white pimp suit with the gold, and again, his helmet just kind of hovering there. No, it's not Elton John. It's Magneto. All right, so for you Betsy Braddock chasers, this is your Daughterman 150. Probably going to be a little bit of the common side, just because, I don't know. To me, it seems like they are, people are ordering a lot of those 150 variants just to get a lot of them out. But Way of X number 3 is giving us the hangover of all hangovers, and here's your Daughterman connecting variant. And then here is your Dazzler, Pixie, Nightcrawler, Mercury, and Loa. Notice Nightcrawler has 4 dates to the Hellfire Gala, and they are all amazingly dressed. But not to be outdone, Emma Frost said, no, I get to have variants. I get to have more variants than everybody else. And of course, here is your Way of X number 3 variant cover. Let's see here, Web Spider-Man number 2. And then your Albuquerque variant for Web Spider-Man. All right, we talked about this one last night on the Spine Ticks because this right here is the goods. What's up? You were lucky enough to pre-order that 125 Frisian for $19.99. Manny, you never cease to amaze me, man. You always seem to get good deals, even on the back issues. Even on the back issues. So, you guys remember the first meeting of Wolverine and Deadpool was the one where Deadpool was basically gotten double strung up through swords. And they're poking through Wolverine's body, and yeah, so you gotta be quick with it. Wolverine 88. Well, I foresee another great Wolverine Deadpool cover. Here is the Spider-Man Villains variant that they offer, and then you don't forget. This right here is the Daughterman connecting variant, but probably one of the few variants a lot of people are going to want because of the X-23 rocking that dress. And then the Dockin variant here is your Pride Month variant. And then, like I said, with all these other Pride Month variants, and the reason why I suspect the other two from Marvel Voices to have a 1 in 50 is because they're giving every one of them a 1 in 50. Why wouldn't they give those a 1 in 50? And a lot of times, there's sometimes a little bit of a screw up when you're looking at Diamond Distribution's list. So we'll have to see what Penguin Random House does for us. And by the way, don't forget, I got the Transformers Cup. Dry throat, you know, sorry. Talking too much. Let's see that's not the Kate Pride design variant, but this one is. Raging Cajun Comics in the house. Thanks for joining us. So the Kate Pride design variant from the Hellfire Gala, it's got the Red Queen all dressed up. But 1 in 100 incentive variant. So here's what, again, you want to remember. If you're ordering through my buddy Lucas's pull box and there's a 1 in 100, you're going to be able to get 2 copies of this 1 in 50. You're going to get 2 copies of this 1 in 50, and then you're going to get, I think there was another 1 in 50, but there isn't. But so you're going to be able to get 2 copies of those 1 in 50s each because there's 100 covers. Yes, that cover is a Simone Bianchi, and it is the 1 in 100 incentive variant for Wolverine number 13. So expect there to be some people, you know, maybe store variants. There's probably going to be some store exclusive, and if there is a store exclusive, again, you know how I advise you guys to do. Hit them up and be like, yo, man, oh yeah, I'm thinking about ordering one of your sets, but I'm really wondering, do you guys have any of those 1 in 100s? So, you know, a lot of stores, you know, don't have the ability to order a 1 in 100 sometimes. So it makes it tough. It does make it tough, but hopefully you'll be able to get that one. And I think it's probably, again, Wolverine cutting the Sentinel's head off. Yeah, definitely one of my forte. And of course, Professor Azor's, wherever you're at, my friend, probably got to get this one unlocked. So, and then of course, X-Men Legends number 4, and this is written by the Simonson team, Louise Simonson, and drawn by Walt Simonson. So definite OG throwback, and my man JTC, even though it's not a Star Wars action figure variant, decent looking Jean Grey in the old X Factor suit. And then to my man Rob Liefeld, of course, thank you for many good memories of New Mutants turning into X-Force, and then of course Cable kicking in the door, waving the 4-4 by Jim Lee in X-Men like 272 during the middle of Extinction Agenda. So just, you know, all that good stuff, man. And this right here looks like Wolverine carrying a shot up Deadpool, which, you know, it happens. So that is going to round it out for the secret variant list, everybody. But I do want you to stand by for the remainder of our programming, because here's where I just tell you all the good stuff. You guys know where to find me, right here on this channel. If you aren't subscribed to my channel and you're watching this video and somebody sent it to you, they care about you and your ability to order comic books and to not get jacked before, well, basically before the price gouging starts. So the price gouging is going to start tomorrow once people start seeing that fridging. So hopefully you are able to secure your copy. So make sure you do try to get your pre-orders in wherever feasible. But make sure you, of course, are subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell. I go live at interesting times because, again, full-time dad, kids getting ready for pre-K. So it's getting cool, and I'll have a lot more free time. And Mel likes to remind me how bad I am at social media because I just don't have the time to dedicate to it. But imagine I do all this without proper time to dedicate to social media. Imagine what I do when I do have proper time to dedicate to that. So this is why I'm going to ask you guys to make sure you like and share the video. Don't forget to leave me a comment below if you're watching this one on the rewind. And the secret variant is just one of the many things that I do here, and that's why you're going to catch the next episode after you subscribe. The Raw Report will be dropping here soon. I got some pickups. It's not a huge pickup pile. And of course, once we hit 600 subscribers, that's when I'll give you the next update for the Ultrabox. And make sure you're following me on IG and Facebook as well as Twitter. And check me over on Tales from the Flip Side come Wednesday. The Wednesday Night Presser should be back to the 10-15 time slot. I think so. And look at you, Eric. I'm better at slides than Mel. Well, you know, I got a little bit more practice. I've been working at Spec Matrix for a little while there. But don't forget to tune in to Mighty Mel V over there on YouTube. Mighty Mel V, 12:30 a.m. And come check us out. original Speculation Matrix Variant Edition, and I had fun doing the last one, so I really appreciate the high praise that I've gotten from some of you. Some of you guys even reached out to me and told me that you'd never known that some of those McFarlane things were actually covers. It's like somebody said that they sent me a message like, dude, I had that as a trading card. It's like one of my favorite McFarlane cards. I never knew they had it as a cover. And I'm like, well, there's also a Mark Jeweler variant of that one too, so I kind of, spoiled myself because now I have impossibles to hunt, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? But don't forget, the soundtrack that I provide is provided by White Bat Audio, and some of you like to comment. It's copyright free and royalty free, so you can play it in the background of your videos as long as you give him credit. He doesn't mind, and this could go because he's got looping mixes and all sorts of other stuff. And also want to give a shout out to Rookie of the Year Eric Hurd for this sick logo right here, the UM on the Ultra Maximus right here. And Rookie of the Year, Mr. Hurd, just did some big things with some castings. And of course, his store variant for Silver City #1. Congratulations on that. Looking forward to the next one that you do, man. And on that note, I just want to say thank you again, everybody, for tuning into these live streams. I do. And we got to keep the momentum going because, of course, as everything opens up and everybody starts returning to work, it's now going to be survival of the fittest. And if I can't survive on YouTube, I got to go out into the real world and get myself a real job. Do you guys really think I want to do that? Absolutely not. I would be honored if you guys help me successfully get to 1,000 subs so I can start providing you guys comic book news daily. And imagine that. If you had Ultra Maximus daily, if you had an opening with me on a morning show, and then maybe a couple of nights a week, imagine the possibilities that we would be able to accomplish. And of course, if you guys have a show and you want me on it, like shout out to the Nerd Herd cats who invited me on their show. That was a fun time. Besides Spine Ticks crew and everybody else who would be having me on. Yo, if you guys got room for me, y'all want me to talk comic books, shoot me a message somehow, some way. I'd be happy to come through if I could. And on that note, we're gonna crank up the tunes and we're gonna crank on out of here. Y'all have a good one. I'll check you on the next episode.